Peace and blessings, family. It's Nero here. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about the 12th house today and or Pisces. And so with that being said, let's get right into it. And then another thing before I get right into it as well, this is also going to be my last video for my interpretations on the houses. So yeah, I just want to add that. And now, let's get right into it, shall we? So yeah, the 12th house in astrology is a house that deals with our subconscious. And we talk about the subconscious, we're talking about like past lives, and karmic tendencies, habitual tendencies, things like that. So, and then with the subconscious, we know this is talking about the subconscious, we know this is dealing with like, our emotions and feelings too, and you know, our reactions and responses, because this is like I said, it's the subconscious, and it's a water, and it's the water is the subconscious, is the soul, is the past, all that, and then so along with that, we know this is a house that also deals with illusions too, because water also deals with the dreams and creativity and imagination. So yeah, damn, I'm all over the place. But yeah, for the most part, this is a house that deals with the subconscious, along with the collective unconscious. What's the other one? And our undoing, our self undoing, and then along with those things, also institutions and jails and hospitals, along with I already said illusions, along with hidden enemies too, and enemies from unseen forces and things like that. So yeah, there's more, but for the most part, on the more surface level, to keep it more simple, these are usually the things that you'll hear about when 12th house is talked about. So and then one more thing too that just came up. This is also a planet that deals with misunderstanding. I mean, not that's when I talk about the planet that I'll back that up, but this is also a house that deals with misunderstanding. So there's that too, being misunderstood at a loss. So yeah, now with 12th house, we know 12th house rules over the sign Pisces. And what is Pisces? Pisces is a water sign, a mutable water sign to be exact. So when we think about mutable water sign, emotions and feelings, dreams, and creativity, what does this mean? Being able to, you know, adapt to and be flexible to other people's, emotions and feelings, other people's needs and like their patterns, their triggers, things like that. You know, um, all that everybody's little you know everybody's little unconscious, subconscious things going on pretty much, and that's the more of the flexible, being able to be flexible and adaptable to other people's emotions and feelings, things going on. And with that being said, this is why Pisces is the most compassionate. This is why Pisces is the most compassionate sign in the zodiac, because of being able to relate to other people's emotions, or their feelings, and their imagination, their dreams, things like that. And then the part with mutable water talk, more on the dreamy part and creative and imaginative part. This is why Pisces are able to be very this is why Pisces are very creative and imaginative, very dreamy and artistic, things like that. So yeah, now when we talk about the planets that rule over Pisces, the planets that rule over Pisces are Jupiter and Neptune. And what do Jupiter and Neptune deal with? Well, not so much Jupiter. You can go watch my Jupiter video, ninth house video, to understand what Jupiter deals with. Let's talk about Neptune, because this house itself and Pisces, Pisces too, have much more Neptune. They have both Jupiter and Neptune going on, but they usually have more of the Neptunian. I say they have more Neptunian influence going on. So yeah, now let's talk about Neptune then. And just like in my Neptune video, Neptune is a planet that deals with your dreams and imagination and your creativity, but it also deals with illusions too, and deceit, trickery, guilt, addictions, which are also some of the other things that the 12th house deals with, along with escapism as well. And then Neptune is also deals with spiritual. It's also the planet of spirituality. Deals with being merciful, being merciful, showing mercy, being compassionate and self-sacrificing, and things like that. So yeah, this goes hand in hand with this 12th house being a house that deals with um, this goes hand in hand with the 12th, Neptune being the 12th house of the subconscious and dreams and imagination, and then with and then another look at the subconscious is like things where things come from before they're made conscious and come out. So that's another way to look at it too. But yeah, Neptune, and then going back to Pisces, Neptune being the planet of creativity and imagination and all that, and being self-sacrificing. This is also, why this is mainly where Pisces gets that energy from. So yeah. Now, with that being said, with the let me scrap that. Yeah, the planet Neptune too, and this goes back to the part where I was talking about like being at a loss and being misunderstood in this house. The planet Neptune is also a house that deals with the dissolving of the ego, the dissolving of boundaries, structures, things like that. And this is also why this is a house that doesn't like to deal with reality, it likes to get lost in the fantasies and the illusions and the imagination, not want to face the reality. And when you have to face the reality, that can be really painful for Neptunian people, Piscean people. So they get like I said, you get lost into like the dreams, the imagination, the creativity. And if you can't do that, you like to there'll come the thing with like the addictions, trying to having certain addictions so that you can learn to cope with, so that you can try to cope with things that you know can't be coped in that way. If you're a very spiritual person, sensitive person, you know what I'm talking about when I mention all of this. So yeah, but uh going back to the thing with the dissolving of boundaries, the ego and all that, and limitations. We like I was saying, we see why this is a house that deals with being misunderstood and um being at a loss. So yeah. And then it goes hand in hand with it's, and then okay, I remember now. The thing with the lack, with the thing with the lack of boundaries, and then it's the house being, or this is the planet dealing with, being self-sacrificing and all that. We can also see why this is a house that, and the addictions too. We can see why this is a house that deals with, our undoing, because all this can lead to our undoing in some way. We sacrifice ourselves for others. A person who doesn't have the best interest at heart can, take advantage of our kindness, see it as a weakness. We get too lost into our imagination and addictions. We'll never face the issues in reality that we know we have to face. And then, with trickery and deceit, guilt like that, all those things can hold us back and we'll never be able to move forward, things like that too. So, in a sense, like a lot of these can deal with our undoing. But that's just my perspective on it. But yeah. Ooh, I don't know why this house is so hard for me to explain, but yeah, it is what it is. But I think I got it across for the most part. And if I didn't, feel free to leave comments and ask questions, and I'll try to bring as much clarity as possible to it. So, yeah. Now let's talk about placements. Here. Now with my placements, I got Moon and Sagittarius in the 12th house. So what does this mean with my planet, the Moon here? My Moon is my emotions and my feelings. It is also the point that does the subconscious and unconscious. So, when it comes to my emotions and feelings, I'm always gonna feel like I'm, not being understood, or like I might be, I might be at a loss, things like that. And I can tell you firsthand, that this is definitely manifested, feeling like I'm emotionally, that, the way I'm trying to, show people what I'm into has been misunderstood, or how, what kind of person I am has been misunderstood, because the moon is you, you know, some, I don't even get into that, but yeah. So yeah, with the moon, when it comes to my emotions and feelings, I can tend to get lost in them, tend to have them be misunderstood, a lot of things. So yeah, but since in the sign of Sagittarius, I like to, be very philosophical, and that's more so the sign in 12th house. So when with the sign Sagittarius in my 12th house, this means I like to expand a lot on things regarding, like my subconscious issues, and the collective unconscious things regarding spirituality, in hospitals and institutions and things like that. So yeah, and then gain, and then after expanding on them, to gain the knowledge from them, so I can become wise in those areas and things like that. So yeah, but yeah, for the most part, this is gonna be my take on the sun. This is gonna be my take on the 12th house in astrology, with along with Neptune and Pisces. So if you liked it, feel free to. Well, if you liked it or didn't like it, that's cool. You don't have to like it. I see now I'm feeling awkward, but I'm gonna keep that there because I don't like to edit my things. I like to, be completely unfiltered. So that's me. But yeah, like I was saying, if you enjoyed it and if you didn't enjoy it, that's cool. But yeah, until I talk to you guys next time where I talk about, like the planets. I don't know if I'm gonna do the plants in the signs, plants in the houses or whatnot. I don't know yet, but I'll have some other stuff coming up at some point. So yeah, be ready for that. Well, yeah, like with that being said, if y'all enjoyed this or whatnot, cool. But most importantly, if you got any feedback, any criticisms you can give to me so I can learn and become better at, sharing my interpretations and things with you guys, that'd be cool. And if you have any questions about this house or anything, feel free to ask those to me and I'll get back and give you an answer. So, yeah. And I hope that this video wasn't too messy because honestly, I could, it's just like with this house and this planet, this sign, I could do all the research that I want to and I still feel like, it'll still be hard for me to land. So it is what it is. It's a very tricky house, and all that. All the energies in general, this Trinity is really, tricky, really, just, uh, but yeah. Anyway, that's what I want to get across. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Until then, I love y'all. Have a good afternoon and peace.